Hey everyone, welcome back to Beyond the Block, the tutorial-based Let's Play series where I show you all the fundamentals of Minecraft while we also fight the Ender Dragon. That's right, if you missed last episode, we are right here, right in the thick of it, guys. And I did not bring any building blocks whatsoever. This is one of the major reasons why I love bringing ender pearls. I'm going to yacht that one right over there, and thank goodness we are actually safe. So, we're right into it, guys. This is the End Dragon fight, everything we worked hard for. Now, there is multiple obsidian pillars ringing the outside area here as she flies around, intimidating us. Every time you see the beam connect to her from one of these pillars, that's actually one of those right there. All of those on top of the pillars are end crystals, so these are what give the end dragon her power, so to speak. So as long as these things are up and functional, then she will regenerate health. So we want to stop that from happening. So the best thing to do is to go ahead and take some shots at it with... Oh, looks like we got an enderman on us. Take some shots with your bow. Now you also have to be careful of the endermen. Make sure and keep your eyes off of them. One option that I should have told you about is the carved pumpkin. So if you remember, I did discuss that in short detail there about the carved pumpkin that you can wear, and that will stop the enderman from attacking you. However, for me, it's very difficult to land shots up there on these end crystals with that. So I would much rather just go ahead and be able to see around. Now, you'll see that she is taking some shots at us here with her fireballs. So these are basically like a lingering potion. And lingering potions are something that are exclusive to whenever you fight the Ender Dragon, because if you wanted to, you could actually bring some empty glass bottles with you, and whenever she shoots these fireballs at you, come over near it, click on it with your glass bottle, and you can actually retrieve some of the essence of the dragon's breath there, and that will allow you to form a fourth type of potion that we haven't discussed yet, which is lingering potions, and they act just like this. They splash on the ground and linger for a short time in a little small area here. So besides the simple little strategy of water, you can also go ahead and get plenty of this end stone. Now, the island you're floating on is multiple layers thick, so don't feel like that you are going to chop through and fall into a giant hole at any point in time, because more than likely you should be just fine. Now, closer to the edge of the island out there, you'll want to be a little bit more careful, of course. However, like I said, this stuff you can go ahead and grab freely, and we're going to use some of this stuff here in just a second in order to start to spire up the sides of these. Now, I have not actually taken any of our potions quite yet, so I'm going to go ahead and drink a couple of these potions as well. I've tried to keep my distance away from her, and as long as she is not in her swoop animation where she wants to come down and swoop at you, you should be okay to kind of avoid most of her attacks that will knock you off into the void. So with our empty potions, like I said, you can go ahead and scoop up some of this stuff there, and I'm going to go ahead and accumulate just a little bit there of the dragon's breath. Alright, with potions on, everything is ready. I'm going to go ahead and start to knock some of these end crystals down, so if you'll just go ahead and land a good shot. Oh, we actually hit her, but unfortunately she will be regenerating that health that I just hit her for, because we have not killed all of these. Now, the ones that are a little bit higher up there can be kind of a nuisance to hit because you can't really see them, and that is why I started to collect some of the end stone around the area so we can go ahead and spire up. So let me show you here. I usually, especially if you have a potion of slow falling, like to find the largest tower, and then we can actually get all the way up to the top of this one, and then we can just jump almost from each pillar to pillar. And let me show you how we can do that real quick, guys. So let's go ahead and start working our way up here. Now, you got to be real careful whenever she's shooting her her fireballs there. You'll see that sometimes she'll hit them on the layer that you're actually spiring up on. So unfortunately, you'll kind of be almost trapped there. Now, do not ever break one of these things standing right next to it. They are extremely powerful explosions. So what you want to do is get kind of close to the edge over here and shoot it just over the top of this. Allow the obsidian platform to kind of be your shield here. So at this point, you've got free reign to either jump from pillar to pillar or just go ahead and shoot some arrows here and try to knock these things down. So I think I can get most of these without even having to jump over there. So she's really filling up our platform now, guys. I'm actually going to go ahead and throw our golden apple on the bar as well, just to prevent any kind of big mistakes from happening. We're going to let this stuff dissipate a little bit. Looks like this side's fading out. There we go. And now we can go ahead and take a shot at this one. A little higher, a little higher. There we go. All right, now, these right here, I'm going to go ahead and use the potions of slow falling to our advantage, and I'm going to push myself over here, and there we go. We kind of landed on the side. So, at the top here, we're going to go ahead and break these cages. Now, these cages are preventing you from actually breaking these. Now, at this point, you can go ahead and either just hit it with a melee weapon or your tool. And, oh, see, and there's another reason why I said we need the potions of slow falling. So, we'll go ahead and drop back down. I'm going to gather up a little bit more end stone here. Spire up to the top of this one there. Break that one, and I think I have this one and that one. And those are our two final end crystals to break. Now, if you were to bring a different style of building block with you instead of this end stone, be wary because the end dragon, as she flies through blocks, will actually destroy them. She does not destroy certain blocks, though. She won't destroy end stone or obsidian, iron bars. Stuff that's already here inside of the end is not going to be able to be destroyed. However, stuff like cobblestone and the like will be destroyed. So let's break this one real quick. Oh, there she is. She's in our perching animation now. So if we were down there at the bottom, we'd actually be able to take some melee swings at her. And you'll see that she actually aggravates the Enderman as well. And she'll get their attention. So good for us, though. Good for us. So we have got all of the end crystals down. I'm doing a final scan around. Everything looks really good. We still have plenty of time on our slow falling, so we can just kind of jump off the edge here. And I was using that water to climb, as a matter of fact. You can actually, I ran out of end stone, and if you like to, you can actually use water to climb. Let me show you a little trick here. So if you point up, get up there a little ways, you'll start to climb. Then you can just go ahead and continue to place your bucket and basically just climb up the edge of this thing by just using water buckets over and over and over and just climbing the stream. So that's really nice. But I am going to jump back down here because she is going to start to spew a whole bunch of fireballs and I don't want to get caught over here. So let's jump down here and we can go ahead and start doing some damage to her. So we've seen her perch now more than once. And that is always an option. If you want to, you can actually go ahead and hit her down here whenever she's perched. But just be wary that this is the moment where more than likely your slow falling potion is going to come in handy because she will flap her wings. And whenever she flaps her wings, those are the times where more than likely she is going to knock you off. See, you'll see it kind of knocks us back there. And if we happen to get knocked by those wings, they will really fling us really far out there, guys. So I'm going to go ahead, top off a little bit here, take a couple more shots at her. Now, I didn't speak before about the Enderman here. If you missed the one episode where I discussed how we were kind of fighting them last time, you can also make a really short pillar here. So if they're becoming such a nuisance to you while you're fighting her that you need kind of a fallback area, remember, you can always make a 3 tall little section here. Come out on each side at least 2 blocks. Alright, and then you can go ahead and fight the Enderman underneath this awning area. But, of course, just like this right here, you need to be very, very careful of the fact that she can shoot and will shoot fireballs into your safe enclosure. So be very careful. You're not completely hidden away there. And sometimes I'll make these platforms even larger so I have a bigger area to kind of move around and maneuver in. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and show you the F3B function. So, F3 and B will actually turn on all the hitboxes. So, if you're having trouble being able to hit her whenever she's in her perched form here, you really can't find a suitable spot to hit her, you're going to be looking for those greenish yellow squares there in the center. That is going to be what you're looking for. Now, when she is in the perch mode, you are actually completely unable to hit her with arrows. You'll see that they fall right back off. So do not attempt that, guys. Just move in from the tail area, directly underneath her. Try to find out exactly where her head is. And whenever she pivots, just try to pivot with her as much as you can. Get some really good critical hits in there. And whenever you're moving in for your melee hits, don't ever go in without your potion of slow falling, because she is primed to knock you off whenever she is in the perch. Like I said, the perch mode there. Gotta be very careful with that. Well, we've only got a couple glass bottles here left from the potions that we used, and it's really nice that those actually give you the potions back if they're the ones you drink, and that's why I almost always consume the ones that you can actually drink instead of the splash versions. It's just so much easier, guys. But I think we can actually get her right here. She's coming in for the final time. I think we can go ahead. Yeah, this should be it. We'll dodge those wings. Let's move around to the back. Kind of rotate with her, get up underneath her neck. Oh, where's her neck at? There we go. Let's see, she's kind of rotating around on me here. There we go. She did not want to go down without a fight there, so we'll remove that, get a nice screenshot of the end dragon, and watch the experience pour down. Oh, yes. Now, she will actually grant you enough experience that if you are at 0 experience, to give you all the way up to level 68 if you collect all of this, I believe. So, let's see what we got here, guys. We should have a little bit more. 66. Maybe some of it fell into the end portal there. I'm not too sure, but we've done it. We did it. We have conquered the end. So that right there is the end dragon fight. Now there is a couple caveats here that we need to talk about. You've got the dragon egg here that you need to worry about. So if you go ahead and walk up to this thing and just hit it, you'll see that it's going to portal somewhere randomly, which is fine. So we'll actually go up to this thing and we're going to dig underneath it, similarly to like when we break gravel and stuff. So I don't have any torches on me, but there is a torch right there that we can borrow. So I'm going to grab this one, and we'll come underneath here, place our torch. I'm still floating around because of slow falling. Break that, it'll fall, and then you can actually retrieve your dragon egg. So the dragon egg is a one item in the entire game. There's only one singular dragon egg. You'll never be able to get another one, so that is very unique. And now you've got a couple of options. So the end is enormous. It is very, very large. So you can actually start to explore the end. And the way you can do that is that right over there. So that is an end gate. So every time that you defeat the end dragon, like I said earlier, I kind of spoke about defeating her a second time. You can actually defeat her as many times as you want, but it's only advantageous to defeat her up to 20 times. You see, she will spawn up to 20 of these end gates in a giant ring all around this end island here every single time you defeat her. So this end gate will project us off in this direction whenever we go into it. So we'll need to build a small staircase up to it, and then we can go out further into the end. So the next time we defeat her, we might get another one that's in this direction over here, and it will project us out towards there. But like I said, we'll get 20 of them ringing the entire island. But maybe you're not ready to head out into the end quite yet. Maybe you're not ready to find that stronghold, the elytra. Maybe you need to resupply. Well, in that case, the second option is to go ahead and take the exit gate here. So the exit gate will actually just take you back to your respawn point, wherever that might be, and you'll be safe and sound. This is also the way you can roll the game's credits here. So if you'd like to see the end game credits, then jump on in there. I mean, at some point you're gonna have to jump back in there to head home, but it's, you know, sooner than later, depending on what you want to do. But for us, our travels are actually not done quite yet. Now, for this episode, they are, unfortunately, but we are going to head out next episode into the end gate in order to find an end city and an end stronghold. We need to raid that end stronghold in order to find an elytra and some of the best gear in the game as well. There is lots of really good loot to be had, guys, so we are going to head out there and hopefully obtain some goodies. I hope it showed you a couple strategies, a couple tactics that you can take into your Ender Dragon fight, though, and be successful, guys. It's really not that daunting of a fight. Don't let it be overwhelming to you, as long as you just take your time and take it slow. The Enderman at times can be more of a problem than the actual End Dragon herself, but as long as you come prepared with plenty of the proper potions, good gear, and a good head on your shoulders, and you stay calm, of course, it should be just fine, guys. I usually will spawn in an area underneath, like, the end city, or the end island here, excuse me. So the platform that we had that was just kind of floating off out into the end out there was a little bit odd. That's not normally how I get my platforms. Most of the time you'll spawn in a box almost that's kind of stuck into the end island here. And I really hope that you guys get a better spawn than I did. But if you don't, remember, either bring some building blocks or bring you some ender pearls, guys, because they will become invaluable. I'm telling you, it is so nice to just be able to jump across these gaps, especially coming up here soon as we explore. But that is for another episode, guys. In the next episode, we will be exploring those end cities in search of an elytra, and hopefully we are successful. But I will let you get out of here for now. I appreciate you so much stopping back by, watching with me, and hanging out. If you like what you've seen, drop me a like, subscribe, share with all your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.